What up, guys? Evil Energy is actually having a flash sale for Easter, up to 50% off. And they're also doing exclusive bundles as well as an Easter egg hunt on their website. If you guys want to check it out, there is a link in the description down below, as well as my promotional code. Save some money. Damn. What the hell? Oh, my white balance is way up. Hold up, there we go. What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. I know I said I wasn't gonna make a video today. I'm trying to tighten up my stick here. I feel like my camera's gonna fall off. You guys gonna fall off? I know I said I wasn't gonna make a video today, but I feel guilty, man. Especially being Easter. I feel like a lot of y'all just chilling, bored as shit. Kids probably running around, annoying the hell out of you. When are we gonna do our Easter egg hunt? All that kind of, I gotta give you guys something to watch. At least give you something to do for like 10 minutes, right? So I'm out here kind of kicking Braven out of my way. Braven's out here trying to work on the old Colorado. The hell. And Toby's over here trying to do something with that ball. Anyhow, it's gonna be just a really quick video. I was going through all my stack of parts that I have inside the closet inside of the house, trying to find everything that I have put away for the Blazer, and I figured I would just go over them again with you guys. I know I've already done this before, but why not, man? It should be a fun little video. We get to hang out on an Easter Sunday. Yeah, we are gonna have a lot of work that we gotta do to this damn thing over the course of the next week. All right, this is the most recent stuff that I picked up. I think this was kind of the items that I needed to get to actually complete our cam swap here. Got all brand new trays. I got all this stuff from Speedway. And a milling oil pump. This is part number 100295, which is a high pressure, not high flow, high pressure. Yeah. Anyhow, got an oil pump. And all the rest of my stuff is in the house. I gotta go and get it. Bang, 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 baby. Bang, baby. All right, so we have a set of comp cams lifters. Obviously gonna be putting all new lifters on the Blazer. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you guys, but this thing does have a lifter tick every once in a while. Like, it comes and it's a just freaking tapping, and then it goes away. It's been doing it for quite some time now, so I'm excited about that for sure. So yeah, new trays, new lifters, and then this is the Chloe's, whatever the hell you call it. This is our timing chain kit. So we have obviously the new gear, upper and lower gear, and a new timing chain. Go back in the box. Go back in the box. Go back in the box. So I know we have a lot of new people on the channel, and I showed all this stuff like months ago when I first got it. I've been procrastinating doing this, but it's finally time. And this is the valve springs. I got dual valve springs, and it came with titanium retainers. I would really like to get titanium valves. I do not have that. I feel like that would be a very substantial upgrade from the stock valves. But anyhow, these are dual valve springs. These are from Texas Speed. Let's see here. Do we have a part number? Texas Speed Polish 660 dual valve spring kit. I don't see any part number, but yeah, dual valve springs, Texas Speed. And then this is our sloppy stage 2 cam, in which that is the cam that we're obviously going to be installing on the Blazer. Ooh. And that's a billet cam. Wow, that's shiny. Yeah, it's not a super aggressive cam, but it's aggressive enough having stock pistons with no valve reliefs, you know? Because this is basically it's a stock LS engine and stock piston. I don't have any valve relief, so it's hard to go much bigger without having a place for the valves to go, you know? And then, of course, push rods. You need to replace your push rods. And I don't know if these are going to be correct or not. This came with the kit. I don't know. I don't know how that goes. So this is going to be my first time camming something. I mean, we canned Braven's Colorado, but I mean, he did most of the work. And as far as this cam kit, it came with push rods. I'd assume that they give you the correct length push rod, right? Versus like having to assemble everything and actually measure for your push rods. I don't think I have to do that since it actually came with push rods. I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out as I go. And then we have the ARP hardware. Braven actually ordered this for his, and then it didn't come in time. This is for the timing gear, and by the time this came in, he already had his engine assembled. So, yay! Happy birthday to me! What are you gonna do with that ball, Toby? Toby, what are you gonna do with that ball? Yeet. 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 All right, move all this stuff over. We gotta make room for a really big box. This one's exciting, because I think we're gonna go ahead and try this thing on the Blazer today. Because I wanna see what this thing looks like, but I don't know if this is gonna stay on the if it's gonna go on the Blazer or not. We're gonna figure it out, probably today. Ooh. Wow! So as you guys know, I've shown this to you guys before as well. But like I mentioned, there's a lot of you guys who are new on here. So you guys haven't seen this stuff. You're probably seeing it for the first time. If you haven't went back and watched all my videos, of course. So we've been kind of fighting with trying to decide, well, I've been fighting with trying to decide where I'm going to leave the truck manifold on here and run the billet fuel rails. That was my main focus. I wanted to get billet fuel rails on here because I wanted to get rid of the factory ones. Not only are we getting rid of those factory ones, which I don't trust anymore, but also we are getting the ability to run a inline to these, like directly to these fuel rails without having to run conversions and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be able to run an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator now instead of the built-in one. So then I'll have some adjustability to my fuel pressure. I'll have a gauge on it so I can see my fuel pressure. Overall, it's going to be better for performance because it's much larger diameter. And also, it's going to be a lot easier to manage and to make it look nice in the engine bay, of course. So as far as look nice, this truck manifold is hideous. The thing is just ugly, you know? I would much rather run a Trailblazer SS manifold, but I can't find them where they don't cost a small fortune, if I'm being honest with you. Whenever I wasn't looking for one, I was able to find them on Marketplace all day for like $100, $150. And now the only option there is to go on eBay for like $300, $400. And I don't want to spend that much. I know a lot of people put in the comments, you can just get them on eBay, but I don't want to spend that much on it because I don't think it's worth that much. If I'm being honest with you, it's the same exact manifold as this for the most part. It's manufactured the same way, it's made out of the same stuff, but of course it does flow a little bit better. And the big thing is it's 4-bolt. So you're able to run a 4-bolt throttle body where this manifold is 3-bolt. And you're kind of limited there on, you know, like aftermarket throttle bodies. And the intake on this, do you know the diameter of the intake?
Oh, your stock one?
Yeah. It's small, ain't it? It's like small. 70 mil or something like that. 72. Which is actually huge in the Honda world. Right. That's crazy. I have a 70 millimeter throttle body on khaki. Anyhow, it's small. And I want to run a 102 millimeter throttle body. I have one that a subscriber sent out to me, so I would like to utilize that 102, but the 102 millimeter throttle body is a 4-bolt. And yes, I know they make a conversion, but that conversion is basically a funnel. Like, you're just making it to where you're able to bolt a 4-bolt on there. You're not actually utilizing the 102 millimeter because it funnels down into that smaller, whatever it is, where it's 70 mil, whatever it is. I'm sure you guys will put in the comments. But anyhow, another manifold option that I have to be able to run a 4-bolt is to just run my high ram. So yes, the high ram is going to lose power all motor. This thing is not going to make even as much power as the truck manifold. But I do plan on turboing the Blazer. So that's the reason why I'm kind of leaning towards just saying screw it and putting my high ram on there. I haven't 100% made a decision yet, but I do want to at least test it. I want to try it on, bro. I want to see what it looks like in there. So I have this manifold just sitting on here because the other day whenever we were doing the fuel rails. We ended up having a storm, like a dust storm. So I was like, son of a bitch. So I just sat it on here at least so no dirt got inside of my engine. Oh shit. So I'm definitely gonna have to lose the windshield wiper box. But if I'm being honest with you, I kept that on there because I wanted to keep windshield wipers, but they don't work. The wiring, like something like, I don't know, there's something weird with it and it wouldn't work. So I ended up disconnecting it because I think it started smoking even. So it's just sitting there doing nothing. I guess I clear it. I'd rather remove it. Well, I mean, go there.
The throttle body on there, that thing's like,
yeah.
what I'm looking there.
Yeah. Definitely gonna have to redo my intake. I think I need to move this radiator hose too. Maybe I need to move this radiator.
I like the way you think.
Just put it in the back. That would give me a lot more room for
Charge piping.
forward facing headers, turbo manifolds. Yeah, and charge piping. Well, no.
Let's say turbo right here.
If I was to move the radiator, turbo would go in front of the fucking. No. Yeah, for weight down. It would be nice to put it back there. Ba, 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 ba! Look at that, baby. 102 millimeter throttle body. Yes, this is the throttle body that one of you guys actually sent out to me. And I'm sure I'm going to see it in the comments. Bro, that's a cheap Amazon throttle body, blah, 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 and all this stuff. Look, I know. But you know what? It's going to work. It's going to work until it doesn't. And when it doesn't, then I'll replace it. But for now, it's going to work.
It'll work.
Hell yeah. All right, and that is with the throttle body mounted on there. Good Lord. Yeah, that's going to definitely require a different intake. Gonna have to do some figuring with that. But will the hood shut? That's the big question. The hood, do you think the hood's gonna shut, Braven?
Oh yeah.
You think so? I don't know. I'm looking at this. That might need to be clearanced. Maybe.
No, but that's like right here.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Oh, that is, huh? You think it's gonna hit there?
I don't know, man. Because, like, if you look at the side profile, this thing sticks out a lot.
Yeah. Dude, I have the biggest cowl hood, steel cowl hood that you can buy. Like, to go bigger, you have to get the fiberglass one that goes all the way to the windshield.
But at that point, it's race car.
Dude, this thing should fit. All right, let's try it. Oh, clearing for days, buddy.
I don't say for days.
Clearance for days, buddy.
Maybe for hours. Days, I don't know.
Clearance for days, buddy. No matter which way you look at it, it's clearing.
Oh, God.
I don't give a shit if it's an inch or a mile. Clearing's clearing. What the hell?
But that tick performance in between there is definitely not clear.
Oh yeah, no. Oh shit, hell no.
Mine wouldn't fit the stock hood.
I'd have to scoot it like way back or something. All right, I'm gonna try to position my camera inside of here and shut the hood so that you guys can see what kind of clearance we got. Just like that. And I got a flashlight mounted up behind you. So hopefully the camera will be able to see. That's shut. How much room we got in there, guys? Can't see shit. Braven's down here with his pot of gold. It's Easter, man, not St. Patrick's Day. What the hell? This boy's trying to get his front end assembled, so I think that we're making a video on this thing today, so you guys will be seeing that here soon. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to go over all the stuff that we're going to be installing on the Blazer through this next week. I'm going to try to keep it on daily uploads. If I'm being honest with you, this is going to be an extensive amount of work. I got to tear this thing apart. The heads are going to have to go to the machine shop because I want them gone over. And I'm also wanting to weld shut the freeze plug holes on these heads so that I don't have the problem again. And honestly, fingers crossed that I'm gonna pull these heads off and they're gonna be good and there's not gonna be any cracks or anything anywhere, because we went through that whole fiasco with Braven's truck whenever we tore the heads off. He ended up having to get completely new heads. So we will see, man. That's all journey that we have to go down. So if I end up posting some short videos on doing this, that's going to be the reason why. Is because this is going to be a very extensive project. It's just putting a cam in, I get that, but I'm wanting to do everything correctly. So we're going to be pulling the heads, we're doing lifters and trays, the heads are going to the machine shop to get gone over and stuff. So there's going to be some gaps in there, you know what I mean? But anyhow, I can do some more work on the cat eye during our downtime, and Braven's got some work to do to the Colorado, so we got videos that you guys can look forward to for sure. There's never a shortage of freaking content around here. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash the like button if you did. Happy Easter, and speaking of Easter, man, there's some Easter eggs inside of the video here. If you guys made it all the way to the end, then lucky for you, you get to play along with our Easter egg hunt. There are quite a few different places inside of the video that we have. Good old Plank is just chilling. Good old Plank is just in the background of the video. You guys probably already seen him. So go through the video, anywhere that you see Plank, the very first person that puts the timestamp for each individual place on the video that you see him, put the timestamp in the comments down below. And I'm going to go through and pick the first person that got the timestamp for that section. And we're going to send you guys out some Deadbeats script stickers, a couple of them. So anyhow, I hope that you guys have an amazing holiday and an amazing weekend. Peace, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.